afternoon, my loves. Oh, that is not how I start my videos. Hey beauties, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Alma. If you like law, lifestyle, and getting a little passport stamp, this is the channel for you. Y'all, it is June 1st and I'm back from Brazil. I just got back home from Brazil yesterday. Y'all, why do my nails always break on vacation? What is this? What is this? And then this right here is broken, and it sucks because when the dip breaks, like my brown nail tends to break. But anyway, we're at the mall right now. I'm going to return or exchange the perfume I showed you in my my last video, in my summer fragrance must-haves, the Kayali one. If you guys remember when I tried to use it, the sprayer didn't work. Yeah, so I gotta go get a new one. However, when I was in line to purchase this, the line was long, so one of the workers called me from the line to the little, you know, like quick service section. So not at the desk, but she had a little machinery in it. So she was like, do you have a phone number with us? I gave her the phone number. She couldn't find it. Well, I gave her the phone number. She put it in wrong. Then I gave it to her again. Then she messed up. Then I gave it to her again. She couldn't find it. I gave her another number. She could find it. Whatever. Cool. And then she was like, is it okay if I email you your receipt? And I said, yeah, that's fine. So she emailed me the receipt, allegedly, and I just went on by my day. Now that I need the receipt, yo, why wasn't the receipt email? I cannot find the email. And you know, sometimes when you go to Sephora and you go through your orders, you can see stuff that you purchased in store. Yeah, that's not in there. So I'm hoping I don't have any issues exchanging this. I do have the card that I purchased it on, but I don't need no issues, man. So let's see what the people talking about. And then after this, I'm hungry. I don't know if I'll get something to eat at the mall or get food elsewhere. But I do have a client call at 4 p.m. and it's currently 2:11, so I need to be home by 3:30 because I'm doing trial prep because y'all, your girl has court this week. I have court twice this week, so yeah, busy work week. So if you couldn't tell, it's gonna be a work week in the life vlog. So starting on Sunday. Some of y'all believe that Sunday's at the beginning of the week. I personally believe Sunday's at the end of the week. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Do you think Monday starts the week or Sunday starts the week? All right, I'm about to go inside now. Even though the receipt was not emailed to me, she was still able to pull it up, so that worked out perfectly. But y'all, while I was in Sephora, you would never believe who I saw in there. Actually, you might, but on TikTok, I see people talk about like Sephora kids, like little girls who are just like in Sephora. I have never seen that with my own two eyes, but y'all, there were two little girls behind me in Sephora in the line. I was like, yo, are they here by themselves? I was like, surely their mom is somewhere in here. It was given that the line was long, so I had time to, you know, dissect this. But it was giving that they were friends, and one of them was like, your parents said you shouldn't get blah blah blah. She was like, yeah, I know. And the other one was like, this is why I can't come to the store. I was buying everything. I'm like, yo, y'all, if I had to guess, they were between 10 and 12 years old. I'm just shook. I'm just trying to think about what I was doing between 10 and 12. We were coming to the mall, but I don't think I was in Sephora. Oh, that's because they got rid of all like the children's stores. There's no more Libby Lou, Limited to Justice, none of that. Okay, that's why I wasn't in these stores. But anyway, hey, power to them. Now I'm starving, so I'm about to go get some kava. We're in good time. It's 2:35. Get my kava, go home, eat, and by that time I should be ready for that call. Child, I forgot about y'all. I'm sorry. But anyway, I got home, I did my call, we did some hearing prep, it was good, and now I'm about to join Bible study. Bible study's at 6 today, and it's currently 5:58. So let me stop recording and then get to Bible study. I probably won't talk to you guys till tomorrow, so we'll check in then. Hey my loves! So I didn't get with y'all today, but that doesn't mean I'm still not vlogging. I'm vlogging, y'all. It's the end of the work day. I'm home. I was super casual at work today, y'all. I wear jeans and everything. But y'all, let me tell you about jeans now that we're talking about the subject. Y'all, if y'all didn't know, because y'all probably don't know, your girl's the thickest girl in the city. If you didn't know, now you know. And if you're wondering what city, Actually, I'm talking about the whole DMV. I've been the thickest in the whole DMV, period. But y'all know I've been working, I've been to the gym. Y'all, my jeans don't fit anymore. My jeans don't fit anymore. My jeans don't fit anymore. And this should have been one size. And I've been this size for like years. Y'all, like I told you, I've been the thickest in the city. So I've been this jean size for years. But then I could also go up another jean size. So I was like, okay, cool. So I could either wear my normal size or go up another size. You know, I don't mind. But y'all, that upsize now doesn't fit. Like, it is tight. It is tight. If you know anything about me, I have an extensive jean collection. I love jeans. Like, I want to be a jean. So the fact that none of my jeans are fitting comfortably is an issue for me. I cannot sit here and replace all these jeans. And then on top of that, I don't think I'd go up another size because I think it would be too big. Like, I'm not that next size up yet. So I'm like, what can I do? Luckily it's the summertime, so I could put on my little dresses and stuff. But like, what am I gonna do in the fall and the winter? And it's summertime, but it's still cold. That's my little spiel for today. But y'all, I'm about to go print this evidence and my directing stuff for court tomorrow. So let's go. Let's go. Ooh, look at the sun on me. What? I just finished printing out the documents, so I'm about to go get some dinner and then head back home and organize my folder, put my exhibit stickers on there, do all the things. But before I go, y'all, let me tell you about what happened to my car. So yeah, this is my first car. I got this car my senior year of high school. It's my baby. Like, I'm not letting her up. Like, y'all know I have a new car. That's my other baby, but this is my firstborn, y'all. So when I went to go get my hair done on Thursday, I haven't been talking to you guys for a minute. So I went to go get my hair done for Brazil. I went to the hair appointment. I ran out of hair. So I was tasked with going to go find hair. Y'all, as I was leaving the lady's place, it was raining It was raining, it was pouring. But as I was leaving, I don't know what happened to my car. All of a sudden, this babe started vibrating and just not accelerating. Like, it was so weird. I was like, what's going on? Because mind you, if you've been keeping up with the vlogs, in February, I just had to do stuff with my tires. So I'm just like, I already put money behind you, baby. You cannot be acting up. It was like the traction was off and the check engine light came on and the car was not accelerating properly and it was vibrating and shaking. It was too much going on. I said, oh no, honey, because I need this car. Everyone's like, oh, you already have another car. Like, it's cool. No, baby. Let me tell you, when you get accustomed to having two cars, you can't go back. I forever need two cars to myself. This is my work car and Lexi is my outside car. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people don't get it, but I found a community on TikTok who understands. I'll probably input the screenshots because when I first had two cars, I was like scrolling TikTok and then someone posted a video about that same exact situation about having two cars. Like, it's literally so amazing to have two cars. But anyway, so my car was acting a fool. I didn't have time to go get it fixed because I was going to Brazil. So I was in Brazil. I had my family take it to the dealership and stuff and go take a look at it. And y'all, they had to change the battery and they had to do something else. That was $600. And then I have to go back and do some other stuff. It's also another $600. What I'm asking y'all, is it worth it? Would you put $1,200 in a car that you don't necessarily need? Because I am putting the $1,200 in this car because this is my car. This is my firstborn and I just cannot let her go. Yes, I do have another car. Yes, that car is brand new. Yes, that car. Yes. But I'm not letting this babe go. Like, this car has got me through and through, y'all. She was with me through the end of high school, through college, through law school, through my beginning years as an attorney. Like, I'm not just going chill on her because I got a new car. I'm not like that. I'm just came here to ask y'all, what would y'all do? Would y'all ditch this car because it's been acting up, or would you put money into it? In addition to that $600 I have to spend when I go back to dealership to get this car fixed, I still have to get two of my tires looked at. So take that into consideration when you're leaving that comment down below. Anyway, I gotta go. This broken nail looks so funny. Oh y'all, we at the courthouse. I already did my good, let me push this back. I'm on your face. Yeah, I already did my good deed. There's a guy parked right next to me. It was a fresh car. You can see straight off the lot, temp tags, everything, but he was reverse parked in. And another guy with temp tags just reverse parked in. I don't know what I was like. So anyway, before I get to this guy, the first guy, I was like, I went to his window, I waved, he waved back. I don't know if he thought I was trying to get with him, but I was like, I actually just got a new car and everything, but they will ticket you if you reverse park. He said, oh, thank you, baby. And then I told him where he could park, like move up. And so he did. He was like, is this good? I was like, yes, cool. And he was like, thank you. Do you work in the courthouse? I was like, no, I'm an attorney, but you know, I've been to the courthouse before, so I know how they are. Another guy just did it. I'm 2 for 2. I'm just saving the people out here. Y'all, I'm back again real quick. The first guy who I told to like fix his parking, he's literally witnessing someone get ticketed. Mind you, it's not even 8:10. It just hit 8:10. It just hit 8:10, and he's like, the ticket man don't play. I know in his head he was like, oh yeah, she a real one, because I really saved him. Like, these ticket people don't play. Y'all, we finished court. And y'all, I won. But before that, y'all, let me just tell you, opposing counsel was so rude. She put her hands in my face. Like, it was a whole thing. It was a lot. It was so much. I'm gonna get into it later because I literally need to use the bathroom. But remind me when I get home to tell you about what happened in court today. Y'all, the work day's over, so I can finally gist you about all that happened in court today. So there's a tear because I'm literally so exhausted. Going to work straight after a trip is crazy enough, but then going to work and prepping for a trial and having trial right after a trip is even crazier. Let me tell you about court today, because nothing is crazier than that. So, you know, we have court this morning, whatever. I spoke to y'all this morning. So I get into the courtroom, and usually in my client's folder, I like to take extra paper with me to just write additional like court notes. You know, some people have their legal pad with them, but I also like to have like printer paper in my in the file. So I didn't put the printer paper in the file yesterday. I was like, I'm going to. I didn't. So while in the courtroom, I was ripping paper from the legal pad to put it in the file, so I can have that when we're, you know, before the judge. So in doing so, I brought another attorney with me, just, you know, just to be there. And in doing so, he looks at me and says, I think that's opposing counsel. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll go speak to her in a second. Like, let me just get this paper out. So speak to opposing counsel, and she's been trying to reach out to my client for a minute. My client was pro se, and so she's been trying to talk to her, and then she got an attorney, me, and she was still trying to reach out to her. I think I told you guys this. So I told opposing counsel, like, I was trying to reach out to you because you were trying to get in contact with my client, but you didn't answer. I didn't get a call from you. She was like, well, did you try my office line? And I was like the main line? I said, yeah, I did. Did you try? Girl, I called you, you didn't answer. And I said, I figured anything that we had to talk about, we could talk about it in person. So in the courthouse, right before the courtroom, there is a little room where clients and attorneys could speak, other attorneys could speak to each other. That's just like a little room, a privacy room or whatever. So we get into that privacy room, and she's talking, and she was like, she wants an agreement. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm telling her what my client wants, blah blah blah. Ask her what her client wants. Y'all, this lady says, packs up her stuff. You're not agreeable. Like, she was like, you don't want to come to agreement, blah 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 blah. We don't have to have a discussion. Y'all, all I said was, what does your client want? Because I just told you what my client wanted, and you didn't like that. So what does your client want? Like, what does your client want this to look like for them? Y'all, so she started packing up, and so she leave the room, I leave the room. I'm not gonna sit here. So as we're leaving the room, she turned around, she said something to me, and she puts her hand in my face. Y'all, I kid you not, this babe put her hands in my face. So I said, don't put your hands in my face. Because what? People saw her put her hands in my face. Like, this was crazy. So I'm like, so I'm heated. But then I see my client, so then, you know, I gotta turn that off and, you know, keep it cute and keep it professional. I was like, yeah, I just spoke to her. Cool. Go in the courtroom, and all of a sudden, I don't know how, but all of a sudden she want to speak to me again. I wasn't gonna speak to her. Oh, even before then, because opposing counsel and I were in the room trying to figure out an agreement or whatever, they were calling for attorneys to like check themselves in and check the clients in. So we weren't there. So the attorney I was with, he was like, we're both here, both attorneys are present. And so he tells her that oh yeah, I checked you in because they were asking, are the attorneys present? And she goes, don't do that again. Like, she was going off on him. Oh, I said, oh no. So somehow again we start talking, it wasn't me reaching out to her because I have nothing to say to her anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm not coming to speak to her because you just put your hands in my face. So somehow we start talking and we go back in that room. And yo, while I'm in that room, I sit up. So like the way, say this is the chair, right? I was sitting like this. So then I sit up and start to put my hand on the table, but like, so the table, like say the table is like right here. So I sit up and start putting my hands on the table like that, but like opposite. So it's like I was crossing my arms, but not crossing my arms to my chest, crossing my arms on the table. Y'all, she get mad again. She started packing up. Oh, you don't want to agree. You don't want to agree. Y'all, I didn't say anything. And I said, I was like, ma'am, I'm literally just sitting up. So I said, fine, I won't sit up. I won't even cross my arms. So I go back to the original position I was in. All right, so she's talking, I'm looking at her. You don't want to agree. You don't want to agree. I said, ma'am, I didn't even say anything to you. I literally didn't say anything to you. I said, it seems like you already had an issue with me from the beginning. I don't know what I was like, basically, I don't know what your issue is, but you have a problem with me and I do not know what it is. Yeah, so somehow we get past that and we start cooking with this arrangement, agreement, whatever. And I took the agreement to my client. She didn't like it. Honestly, we were probably coming up with an agreement for over an hour, 30 minutes, like approaching the 2-hour mark. But at the end, it was clear that we're going to trial. You know, this is a clear trial case, and I'm cool with that. Like, you know, I prepped the case, I did everything, so I'm ready for that. Opposing counsel asked for a continuance. I said I'll ask my client. And so I take it to my client. She wants it to be done with. Like, she doesn't want to keep coming to court for the same matter. I say, cool. I take it back to the attorney, let her know that my client doesn't want a continuance. Like, she wants this trial to go on today. So then she was like, well, I'm gonna have to continue because my witness isn't here. He had to go to work, and I told him to go to work because it looked like we're coming on agreement. So can we continue because the witness isn't here? So take that to my client, like, she wants to continue because of the witness issue. Like, how do you feel? Still doesn't want to continue. I said, cool. So I tell opposing counsel that, yeah, like, we're not going for a continuance. So she was like, she's gonna motion for a continuance. I said, okay, that's fine, but I'm letting you know now I'm gonna push back against it. So we get in front of the judge. She motions for a continuance. I push back, and the judge denies the motion for a continuance. We went through opening statements, testimony, all that. So as my client is speaking and doing testimony, she's objecting, of course, but her objections kept getting overruled because these objections weren't hitting on nothing, ma'am. But her objections kept getting overruled. So my client just didn't know when to answer. I asked the client a question, she objects, the judge overrules that objection. So I'm nodding to my client like, you can answer. So my client answers. She says, she's telling the witness how to answer. I said, I'm not telling the witness how to answer. I am just letting her know that she can answer. All right, so the judge explains to my client what sustained, overruled means, da da da. So then I ask another question. She objects. The judge what overrules that objection. So then I tell my client, you can answer. So then she says, Your Honor, she's coaching the witness. She's coaching the witness. And I said, I'm not coaching the witness. I literally just said, you can answer. And the judge is gonna say what I was gonna say because you could see it all in her face. Like, she was like, well, that's not really coaching. And so opposing counsel was saying, well, I want the client to sit in the witness box. And I said, Your Honor, I'm not coaching her. I'm just letting her know she can answer. However, if it'll make opposing counsel feel better, she can sit in the witness box because my client was next to me. So the client goes in the witness box, whatever, and does her testimony from there. And so y'all, evidence comes, right? And so, ooh, evidence actually happened before the whole coaching situation, but it's okay. Opposing counsel didn't know I had evidence, and I was gonna tell her prior, but not the way you treated me earlier. So she was like, it's common courtesy to show opposing counsel. I mean, it is, but it's also not mandatory, right? And so she was trying to ask me questions about authenticating it, and I'm just like, just wait a second, I'm about to authenticate it right now. Like, babe, we're in the middle of trial here. So then we close our argument. She had time to cross-examine my client. My client was a stellar witness. Like, she did a really good job testifying. I'm just trying to give you like the big hitters, okay? I'm not gonna go through everything that happened, but now it's closing argument time. So after opposing counsel makes her closing argument, the judge is like, is there any reason why y'all couldn't come to an agreement? Because like the evidence is excuse my language, damning against the the other party. So now opposing counsel's like, oh, we agree, we want an agreement. And I asked the judge, isn't it a little too late for an agreement, because we literally just finished closing arguments? You want us to enter agreement after we just finished trial? And I know like other judges are not gonna go for that, because I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. The judge was happy and nice and in a good mood today, so she let them do the agreement, and that is what happened. So we did win. We're gonna win anyway, right? But that opposing counsel was something. I hope I got all the key points to you. I just, you know, shared everything with Pierre, and now I'm telling you guys. I wish I should have just kept recording while I was talking to Pierre, because y'all could have gotten everything, you know, because now I'm just like, I'm over it, I'm done talking about it. I'm gonna get my Ritas. And what the heck just flew on my car? Please stop saying car like that. Kim Parker has rubbed it up on me, but I'm gonna get my Ritas and just forget about today. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, beauties. It's Wednesday, June 4th. I'm gonna end this vlog today because I don't know, this vlog, like after what happened yesterday, like I keep thinking about yesterday, y'all. And I know I told you about the objections and how she was just objecting. They kept getting overruled. But y'all, at some points in time, she wouldn't even let me finish my question before she's objecting. I'm like, what? And then she's like, objection. Like, it was multiple times, at least 2 or 3 times, where the judge was like, what was the question? Because I didn't even say the question and she already objecting. But anyway, I decided that I'm gonna end this vlog today because I just can't, okay? Anytime I pick up this camera and I'm continuing to vlog into this vlog where yesterday happened, I'm just over it. I don't want to keep thinking about it. She was just so rude, so disrespectful. So I'm gonna end this vlog today. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next week, Wednesday, for another video. Bye, beauties.